little Brushflies, welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. If you're new here, my name is Mercedes, I'm the face behind Brushfly MUA, and if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you're not new, hi, welcome back. And just to let you know, if you subscribe, once I reach 100 subscribers, I do plan on doing a giveaway, so that's good. But today's video is one that I thought would be quite interesting just to have a little quick chitty chat about, and it is makeup collabs that I feel Makeup Revolution or Colourpop should do. So I chose Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Beauty, how they also like to be known, and Colourpop because that sounded very posh, because those are like the two brands that I associate with doing the most collabs. And I don't necessarily think that maybe I should say, well, I want this collab with this brand and this collab with this brand. These are just ones that I would like to see either or do because I would like to buy them. So the first collab I think one of them should do, and I would actually, I'm going to say it, really enjoy it if Revolution did this, but I don't know if they would, is a Charmed collaboration. So I used to watch the original Charmed when I was a teenager. I actually really loved it. I have made myself a Charmed book of shadows. It took me ages, it took me months to make, but I absolutely love it. Maybe I'll have to show it off in another video. I also have all the Charmed books, I have the DVDs. I'm a big Charmed fan, and I would love a collab using like the original Charmed characters and people, and maybe also doing like a series 2 where they bring in the newest Charmed television show. So, you know, the people that are like older, like me, who remember the original one, could gravitate towards that one, and then maybe the people that are younger and watch the newer one could gravitate towards that one. I think that would be a totally cool concept you could do, and I just think it would be so amazing. I would absolutely love that. I mean, could you imagine? Like, they've done sort of like the book style ones with the Disney princesses anyway. They could do the Book of Shadows. That would be amazing. So yeah, Revolution or Colourpop. If you would like an idea for a collab, Charmed, definitely. So the next one is a bit sort of maybe Resident Evil. So yes, it is a horror game. Yes, it is very gory. No, it's not suitable for children. But, you know, if you aim it at more adult makeup lovers, I think this would be a really cool collab. I think Resident Evil 2 and 3 are definitely the best games out there, and you could really incorporate horror elements into it. It would be a really good sort of Halloween collab. I think it would be awesome. Maybe Revolution again should gravitate towards this one because I feel more, not older people, because there are still a lot of youngsters that buy Revolution, but I think Colourpop is definitely tailored more towards the younger makeup audience, whereas Revolution sits like for 20-year-olds up, whereas Colourpop could be any age but like teens and pre-teens, you know, like they've done Frozen 2, you know. So I definitely think if someone was going to do this Resident Evil collab, I think Revolution should go that way. They did The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is not really horror, but you know, some kids might be a little bit freaked out by it. I would love to see a Resident Evil collab. I think that would be absolutely amazing, and I would be the first one to buy it and review it. I definitely would. The next one I think would be a great collab is The Sims. So I'm definitely a gamer girl. I love Resident Evil and The Sims, and I know Mac tried and failed to do a Sims collab, but I would love to see a proper Sims collab, and I think Colourpop would be really good for this one. They could do like a proper 9-pan palette and have proper beautiful shades and make it amazing. Although I do think Revolution would be really good as well, and I did actually try and create my own version of the Sims palette using my Revolution Pro single, so I think either or would be really good, and you have so much you can expand into with The Sims. I mean, Colourpop did it with Animal Crossing, So I think they could very easily do a Sims version. Yeah, I think it would just be really cool, and I would love that. And I think there's so many Sim YouTubers and players and lovers out there that would love a proper Sims collab and not a Mac rip-off one. Just saying. They could do a PlayStation collab. So PlayStation has been around a long time, and you've got some really iconic games that PlayStation have done, and I think they could really expand on that. You could have like the old style PlayStation sort of design as the outer casing, and then inside you could have certain shades dedicated to certain games. Like you could have, I mean, obviously I know copyright and everything, they'd have to get so many permissions from different game companies, but there are so many games out there that it would be so cool to like name shades after games like Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, The Last of Us, Silent Hill, Ratchet and Clank, and so many other great games out there that I think doing like a PlayStation collab would be really, really awesome. Yes, maybe a little bit difficult to be able to get all the shade names that you would like, but especially for those iconic games, but I definitely think that would be a really cool one to do. I don't know who I would like to do it the best, but I think either Colourpop or Revolution would do an amazing job. Okay, so next one is a TV show that I've been watching recently that I absolutely love, and that is Superstore. So obviously I work in a supermarket and I love Superstore. I think not everything that happens in Superstore happens in supermarkets, especially not in the UK ones, but I like the dynamic, I like the funny side, and there are a few elements to it where you think, oh yes, that definitely happened at work. And I think it would be a really funny collab to do. Revolution have done a Friends collab, so I know they can do a TV series collab. Maybe Superstore hasn't got the audience behind it that Friends had, but I think that would be a really fun collab to do. And also, just to take the mickey a little bit, you could add in shades of like UK supermarkets, so you could have like Tesco blue and Asda green and Sainsbury's orange, and you know, you could really play on it, I think, and I think that would be such a fun idea. The next one I think would be good is a Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So I do think there was a company, I can't remember the name, that did do a Sabrina the Teenage Witch collab for the newest series, but I think doing one for the older series would also be really cool and fun, and you could probably play around like Salem the cat that talks. I think that would be such a cool like highlighter or something, you know, a bit like how Colourpop did Sailor Moon and Luna the cat was the blush. You could have Salem the cat as the highlighter. I think that would be a really cool concept and idea. So yeah, although they did one for the newest one, maybe they should do one for the older one. Rugrats. Anyone else remember Rugrats? They were so cool, cute, funny, and I think that would be really, really funny to have a Rugrats collab. I mean, we've got Lizzie McGuire. Why not Rugrats? Just saying. Don't know how far you could take it. I don't know whether, you know, babies and highlighter and eyeshadow really mix, but it would be kind of a cute idea. I mean, we have Hello Kitty. Rugrats is a cartoon. I think it would just be a fun idea. Maybe a bit strange, but fun. Especially if you had like Reptar Green. Maybe a Reptar Green lipstick. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, the next one, Snowpiercer. So we had Urban Decay do like a Game of Thrones style makeup collab, which I think is pretty cool. I didn't get any of it because I'm not a Game of Thrones fan, but I really like Snowpiercer, and yes, it is a bit of a thriller and it's a bit gory at times, but if you can do Game of Thrones, you can do Snowpiercer, and you could do something really cool because obviously it's based on a train in a post-apocalyptic world in the snow. You could do some really funky designs, and you could have really like iced, glowy products that I think would be absolutely amazing. You could name some of the eyeshadow shades after characters on the show. I think that would be totally awesome and amazing. I'd definitely be jumping on that train. I had the little in my head then, but obviously you couldn't hear it. And lastly, I would like Colourpop to expand on their Sailor Moon collab. So I have the original Sailor Moon collection. I had the eyeshadow palette and the lip glosses and blotted lips, but I really think they missed the mark. I think it's a great little eyeshadow palette, it's a great little collection, it does scream Sailor Moon, but what about the other Sailor Scouts? Like, I'm a big Moony fan, I love Sailor Moon, I have the comics, I have the dolls, I have the DVDs, I love Sailor Moon, and I think they really missed something by not including the other Sailor Scouts into this collab. Like, so you've got Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Queen Serenity, Luna, Artemis, Pluto, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Mini Moon. There are so many ways you could take the Sailor Moon universe and make such a huge expanded collection that would just call to everyone. Like, you could take certain planets and certain colours and shades, and you could make some for like deeper toned skin tones and lighter toned skin tones and medium toned skin tones. You could just play and expand on it a lot more, I think, with that. And Sailor Moon is such a huge thing as well. Like, over in America and Japan, obviously people loved it, but even here in the UK, people loved it. I loved it. I mean, quite a few times I will chat to people about it and they're like, oh, you're a secret Moony too. And I'm like, yay, someone else knows what I'm going on about. So yeah, I really think that Colourpop missed a beat there, and they should expand on it. And you know, you could do a green palette for Jupiter and a blue palette for Mercury and a red one for Mars and orange for Venus, and there's so many different ways you could take it, Colourpop. You really could. I mean, we know you can do different coloured palettes. You've got God knows how many different coloured palettes, but I really think you should expand the collection with Sailor Moon. Just because I would love that and I would buy all of them. So yeah, that is the makeup collabs I feel Makeup Revolution or Colourpop should do. Do you have any ideas? Do you think there's a collab that they should or shouldn't do? You know, what are your thoughts and opinions on this? Do you think that we need more collabs in the makeup world? I mean, I certainly do. I am a makeup collector, so naturally I see something, I want it. I want it, I got it. But yeah, I just thought this would be a fun little video to do. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.